Hey everybody, my name is Brittany Storm and I am an independent brand ambassador with Red Aspen, and today I'm going to talk to you about Vizzlie, which is a party posting system that you may use to really boost your sales and help with your parties, or what we call pop-ups. Now Vizzlie is something that is completely separate from Red Aspen. This is just a software that I found that allows you to be able to post and schedule your posts ahead of time for Facebook parties. So you can kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy the party, just like it says here. Now, this is not something you have to do. This is just something that I highly recommend, and that has helped my business tremendously and allows me to be able to run more than just one party a week, and even more than one party a night if I want to. So this is something that we're going to talk about, and I truly hope that it helps you ladies. So Vizzlie is free to use, and I believe it is free for the first 2 weeks, so you can give it a try and see if you like it. After that, I believe it is free if you're having 2 parties a month. If you're throwing more than 2 parties a month or tracking more than 2 parties a month, then I believe it is $10 to have an unlimited amount of parties running, and I would pay that 10 times over to be able to use this software. So I'm going to walk you through how this works. Again, this is not something you have to use, but this is something I highly recommend for all of my downlines and everyone on my team to utilize because it's a great tool. Okay, so before you come to Vizzlie, you are going to want to go to Facebook and create either your event or your Facebook group that you're going to run your party in. Now, that is completely up to you if you prefer events or if you prefer a group. And you can totally test that out and see what you have better interaction in. Some people have better interaction in an event, and some people have better interaction in a group. Both of them have their pros and cons, so it is truly up to you and what you find works best for you. I have done both, and for me, I find that groups work best. And really, the main reason for that is you can kind of customize groups a little bit more. You can create albums in a group, whereas an event you cannot. And you can also turn over that group to your hostess if she does decide that she wants to become a brand ambassador herself. I've had a lot of people in the past that have had very successful parties and decide afterwards that they want to sign up as a brand ambassador. And what I do is just turn that group back over to them, and all of their customers that they invited to the event are already in their VIP group, and they're already off to a great start because, they've already been educated on it and they're just ready to go. And like I said, all their customers are right there in one place. Events will expire after, the run date or, after the event is over. Those will kind of disappear, whereas a group is going to be there forever. So truly it is up to you and what you prefer. If you prefer an event, create an event. If you prefer a group, create a group. Either way, you're going to want to do that before you come to Vizzlie. So go ahead and go create your event or your group, and then come back, and what you're going to do is go to Vizzlie.com, and then you're going to come to this screen. So down here you can, if you haven't created an account, you're going to want to create a free account. If you have created an account, you're going to want to log in. And again, if you're creating an account, you're just going to follow the instructions it tells you and go from there. I have already created an account because I use this all the time, so I'm going to log in with Facebook. Okay, so now it's going to pop up. You're going to see a bunch of different things, and I'm going to walk you through what each of those are. Over here on the activities, this is where you're going to see all of the events that you have either created or have said you're going to. So Jessica's online party right here, this is just one I've said I'm attending. Now you can track any events that you've either, like I said, created or are attending. Then over here, you're going to go to groups, and this is where if you've created a group, you're going to see your groups come up here and all of the different groups that you're either an admin in or are a part of. Then over here on the planning, and we're going to get back to the groups events up here, and I will walk you through all of that information as it comes, but just so you know, these are where you find everything. Down here in the planning, this is where you're going to be able to import templates or create your own templates. Down here is teams. Basically, you can create a team. If there are a lot of people on Vizzlie that are on your team, you can create a team, and then you do not have to share a template code. You can actually just, they can see all of your templates. So that's just something you can utilize. Down here into your account, if you want to change your billing, you can do that. And one more thing I want to draw attention to, if this tutorial is not very helpful for you, or maybe you're needing a little bit more guidance, you can come down here in Vizzlie and go to Getting Started, and you're going to see a bunch of templates that you can watch and really kind of help you if you're struggling on any of these areas. Now I'm going to try to walk you through all of this the best I can, but again, if you need more guidance on anything, you can come to Getting Started here, and they have great tutorials as well. Okay, so we are going to go straight into the templates. Now, any templates that you've created or that you want to import, you're going to need to go to Templates, and again, you'll go to Facebook Templates. Okay, so for my ladies, I have created a Vizzlie template that people can use. So what you can do is actually plug in this code right here. So I'm going to plug in JE65GPD. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to go import a shared template. So if someone has given you a code, or you have a code that someone on your team has created, this is where you're going to import that. So you're going to go JE65GPD. Then you're going to search. Okay, so it's going to come up with who created it and what the template name is called, which when you looked at this, that is my Red Aspen launch. That is the name of this template. Okay, so then you're going to click the import button below if you want to use the template, and you're going to come up with this warning right here, which is what I tell everybody. If you are using a template, basically this is just a warning. As most of us know, Facebook can potentially block things that are cookie cutter copies. So what you're going to want to do after you've imported this template is truly just make it your own. So I understand that, and I'm going to import this now. And that is very important, to make it your own. If you don't, it can keep it from posting, and it can make you look like a robot, and nobody wants that. So we're going to give it a second to import that template. Now these are all the other templates that I have created. So over here you're going to see, the number of posts that are within that template. So for us, we're going to look for Red Aspen Launch. Again, this is, something I've used before, but we're going to go to this template here. So once you're inside the template, you're going to see a couple different things. You can create a new post. You can rename this template to make it your own. And then down here, you're going to see all of the posts that are within this template. Okay, so just very quickly, I'm going to walk you through how you can edit a post and make it your own. So when you look up here, you're going to see the post name as well as what time it's going to post and when. So this is really cool because you can, like I said, customize it to how you run your parties. For me, I like to have the posting software kind of post 3 days leading up to the party, and then usually a few days leading past the party as well. So that's what you're going to see here, is all of the different times. Now, when I make my parties, I try to do them on a Thursday night around 8 o'clock, and that 8 o'clock is towards whoever's time zone that is hosting. So say my hostess is Eastern time, but I'm in Central time, it would be 8 o'clock her time, because that's when all of her guests are going to be the most active. So for me, I'm going to have a lot of my posts posting at night, or when people are getting off of work, and when I have found Facebook times to be most active. Now you can completely change this around to what works for you and what you find, maybe your friends are active at different times, or you've seen that a different age range is active at different times. You can change this template around to truly be your own. So we're going to start with the first post here. You're going to click on this, and you can go to edit, and you can also go to preview the post, and you can see exactly what it's going to look like when it does post to Facebook. So we're going to show you what it would look like right now. Right now, this is, again, an approximation of how it would look. So it's going to have your post, your name, your profile picture, and it's going to look just like you posted this yourself, even though the software is going to post it for you. And again, I cannot explain to you how amazing this software is. Okay, so right here you're going to see, oh my goodness, all of these yellow text things. So what's amazing about this is that you can make it so that way you can change this around for each party, and it's going to have, you just have to put in the host's name or the party start date and time, because as we know, every party is going to be different and it's going to have a different host and it's going to have a different shop link. So by creating this template, it's going to pop up with all of these things and you're going to be able to change that later on. So I'm going to show you again, this is what it would look like. It would change these around and it's going to give you a warning to make sure you know to plug these things in before it posts. But this is again what it would kind of look like. So it's going to have a couple images here and it's going to have all of this information on how the party's going to work. And this is always the first post that posts into the party. Again, it's usually a few days beforehand. And that's going to be the first thing that they see when they enter so that they know exactly how this is going to work. Okay, now I'm going to edit this because again, we don't want it to be cookie cutter copied. So I'm going to, if you ever want to make it to where you're creating your own template and you want to, make a text denotation, all you have to do is put those little arrows on each side of whatever it might be. Say it's, like again, the hostess name or whatever it might be. You can change that so that way you don't have to worry about plugging in an actual name until the event comes. So we can say, maybe we wanted this to post 2 days before the starting time. You can change that up here. You can post it at an exact time of day, or you can post it relative to the starting time. You can also change things around here. So again, maybe we want to delete a few things on here. Maybe I just want to kind of, say, you can shop using this link. You can shop using this link. And again, just kind of change a few words around or just how it flows just a little differently. So again, it's not cookie cutter copied. And that way Facebook will allow your post to go through. So once you're done with that, you can go ahead and you want to update it. And then you'll see that it updates and now it's posting 2 days before, and it's always going to show you, what post is starting first. So this obviously wouldn't work because you want your welcome to be before your giveaway post. But again, that's just something I wanted to show you as far as how you can edit it. And then you're going to see down here, I like to number my posts. So what my parties usually run as, again, I usually start them on a Thursday night around 8 o'clock. And I usually do an hour-long party. And within that hour is going to post all of the important information. We're going to play maybe a game or two. I'm going to show them all of the lashes that we have, all of the lashes on different people, how bundles work, how to apply, how to remove a customer testimonial, and so many other things within this. And again, you can completely change this around. Again, my purchase before 6 p.m. This is just a little storage case that I give away to, a few people if they post before a certain time. So if you don't want to give that away or you don't have that to give away, you're going to want to find something different to post. And I will say for me, my giveaways usually include a lot of beauty products that are usually on the cheaper side but look high end. And I try to keep that so that way I'm not losing a lot of money on the parties, but also people love to have something to look forward to and really get that interaction up. And so I find that a giveaway of some sort really gets people motivated. Okay, so now that we've talked all about a template, we're going to talk about how you can plug this in to your party itself. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up here, you're going to go back to the activities. And again, this is going to come down to whether you've created an event or you've created a group. So I'm actually going to walk you through how to set this up with a group. And it is the same way you would set it up with an event. Again, it's just a different area that you're going to be in. So you're going to go into groups. And this is going to show you all of the different parties that you have running are going to be in your tracked groups once you've imported your template. Down here is going to be the available groups, and if you just created this, you can go ahead and refresh, and it's going to tell you it's going to refresh every 10 minutes, but if you recently created it and you're not seeing your group, you're going to want to refresh it, and then hopefully you'll be able to find this. Okay, so these are all the different groups that I am in, and I am going to look for Megan's Lash pop-up. So I am going to track this group, and it's going to say yes. And then it's going to go into my tracked groups. So as you can see up here, this little number is, if it's a green light, it means it is running and it is ready to go. And this would usually tell you how many, posts are remaining. Now I'm going to do Megan's because I need to set hers up. And what you're going to do is you're going to see a bunch of little things coming up, and don't worry about any of that. So what we're going to do is come down here and we're going to go to scheduled posts. So what I'm going to do is use a template. Now up here you're going to see all of your different templates that you have. So right now I'm going to hit Red Aspen Launch 2, which is the one that we just edited. It's going to say that you want to keep them just how you've created it, yes, and you're going to be able to set the start time to reflect your party. Now if you use an event, this is going to pop up for you, so whenever you're creating your event, you're going to want to make sure that your party start time is Thursday at 8 if that's what you're going off of. So for me, I'm going to change my group one here. It allows you to kind of make it your own because, as you know, a group doesn't have a start time. And I'm going to say 8 o'clock on Thursday. And then I'm going to load the template. So this is going to show me all of the posts that were in that template. And then anything that you might have changed or edited around is going to reflect in here. Now you can still edit posts and you can still make them your own in here. So let's say, oh my goodness, I want this welcome one to be before the giveaway. So I'm going to go ahead and back and edit this again. And this time I want it to post today. Oh, let me see here, we're on Tuesday. We're going to want it to post today, but we're going to want it to post before 5:10. So I'm just going to say, let's say it posts at 4:50. And then I'm going to update that. Okay, so this is, like I said, going to show you all of those changes that you might have made. Now, remember when I was telling you about the text replacements with the little arrows on each side? This is where you're going to fill those in. So you're going to come down here and you're going to want to fill in the shop link and the closing day and the party time and everything that is unique to your group party that you have running right now. So what I would do is I'm going to put in my shop link and I'm going to go to my Red Aspen page and look at my, website, pop-up website for Megan. And I'm going to copy her party URL. And then what I'm going to do, because that's her shop link, is click on that. And then I'm going to paste it into here. And now you can see the welcome post, the giveaway post, the wish list, the post number 2, all of these posts right here are now going to fill in that shop link. So you don't have to go through every single post and edit that yourself. It will just post it in there for you, which is so amazing. Okay, so for your host name, you're going to do the same thing. We're going to do Megan, save. We're going to do our event time, date and time, which is going to be Thursday at 8 p.m. and I usually say what time zone as well. And you're just going to continue to go through all of these and post, all of the different links. Closing day, I usually let my parties run for about 48 hours. So for Megan's party, I would say Saturday, and I usually say at midnight. So once you have all of these and there's no more red signs, you would be good to go. And again, you can completely change these around. You can edit them, you can preview them, and you can see now that these text replacements are going to pop up in your preview post. So that's pretty amazing. Like I said, everything is just going to replace for you, and you don't have to go into every single post and do that yourself. Okay, so now we're going to come up here, and I'm going to show you how you would be able to go in and start posting in this event. So I'm actually going to edit this post just because it is Tuesday at, now this is in the past because of what time I'm recording this at. And I'm going to post it at 5 o'clock. Let's change that to 5. Or actually, let's do 4:53. I'm going to update that. Now it's going to show you here that the posting is turned off. So whenever you are ready and all of your text annotations have been completely, completed, you're going to come up here and then you're going to hit resume automated posts, which is what it shows you to do here. Now it's going to tell you that you can schedule comments to post on your post afterwards. But there are a little bit of, Facebook has started to limit that a little bit. So I don't usually use that feature because I haven't found it to work. But it is something that you are possibly able to utilize as well. But anyway, I'm just going to skip that and just say yes. And then it's going to show me that we are all set and this is running. Okay, so then from there, whenever the party were to start, you're going to see on Facebook, I usually like to have Vizzlie popped up and open and right alongside my party. Then that little ding would allow you to know that that first post just posted in the party. So now whenever they go into when we go to Facebook, you would be able to see that this just posted in my group. And that little ring is going to allow you to, kind of follow along on Thursday night when everything is really posting. Now, if you want to edit anything and, make it your own, you can still do that. And one other amazing feature is, so Thursday at 8 o'clock is when my post 1, 2, 3, all of these are going to post fairly quickly. So one other thing that you can do to make it your own and flow with your party is you can actually go in and you can hurry or you can delay post. So say Thursday night comes and no one was ready at 8 o'clock and there's not a lot of interaction going on at 8 o'clock, but say, maybe 10 minutes later, everybody's coming back to your first post and posting their selfie and welcoming, saying, hey, I'm here, I'm so excited for the party, or whatever it may be. But your posts are already posting and not everyone is able to follow along. What you can do is actually delay the posts and you can tell it how long you want to delay them for. So if you have that and, like I said, the party is running too fast and people aren't able to keep up, you can kind of delay it maybe 4 minutes. What you can also do is delay every post after that to also be delayed 4 minutes. So that way it keeps posting, exactly how your timeline wants it to post, just 4 minutes later than you wanted it to begin with. Then you can hit delay and you're going to see those times reflect over here. So now instead of 8, it's going to post at 8:04. And again, you can completely change that up. And same goes for if the party is moving quicker than you expected. You can go into your next post and you can hurry that post, whatever it might be. So this is why I love Vizzlie, because again, it's going to post it for you. You're going to create the template yourself, or you can just import a shared template. And then from there on out, your parties are just going to be able to run a lot smoother. And instead of having to worry about posting all of this information during the party itself, you can be able to just focus on interacting with your guests that are at the party, answering questions, helping people place orders, or whatever it may be. And this is why I absolutely love Vizzlie. Again, it just allows you to be able to really run multiple parties and not have to do a whole lot besides just interact and take care of your guests and not have to worry about posting so much information every night. This allows me to really be able to run more than one party a night. Now that might be pushing it for you getting started, but once you've become a great multitasker and being able to kind of switch between events and really just stay on top of things, it makes it really easy to boost your sales or maybe even acquire some new downlines. So once you are all set, it's going to tell you that here. Remember, you can always open this in Facebook and you're going to be able to see, Megan's Lash pop-up now, and you're going to see those posts that have posted. So you're going to see now that it does say Vizzlie, but again, you're going to see what that looks like in your group. And you're going to be able to edit that if you, maybe made a mistake or anything, you can edit it just like any other post. And you can really just, again, make this your own. Not a lot of people even realize that Vizzlie is posting. Again, it's so simple that it really looks like I just posted. So it's a great way, again, to just have a lot of parties running and boost those sales. Okay, so going back into the groups, we're just about finishing up here, but now you're going to see that Megan's Lash pop-up is got the green light, it's ready to go. There are 19 posts remaining, and I can go back into that at any time and edit posts or move them around or hurry or delay. If you're running an event, again, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're going to be able to go into, what upcoming events you have, track an event if you would like to do that instead, and import a template just the same way you would for a group. So hopefully that answers a lot of your guys' questions. But if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I would love to help. You can also comment below because I'm sure a lot of people might have the same similar questions that you do. And if it's pertaining to anything within Vizzlie itself, just remember that getting started, you can, watch how to load images and videos, how to create your own template, and just how to do it yourself. So remember, these tutorials are here for you if there are any, certain spots you're struggling with. But please let me know. I truly, truly hope that Vizzlie will help your business tremendously. It has helped mine so much with being able to run a party and not taking a lot of time away from my family. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me and I would be happy to help. And I really hope this helps. Thank you, ladies.